And finding yourself in a seated position, take a moment to just adjust your body. Roll your shoulders, take any movements, any stretches that feel good. And then find yourself seated, beautifully tall with your spine. Cross your fingers, so interlace your fingers, and let's stretch your palms to the sky. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, release your fingers to the side and down. Inhale, cross your fingers, push the sky away, stretch tall. Exhale, release, reach to the side and down. Relax your shoulders. Just 2 more like that. Inhale, cross your fingers straight up. Grow taller. Feel your side body lengthen. Exhale, slowly release. Imagine the air is thick and heavy. You're pushing it down. And just 1 more, crossing fingers. Breathe the whole way up. And breathe out the whole way down. Wonderful. Bring your hands to your shoulders, reach your elbows wide. Imagine you're creating kind of a snow angel in the snow. Inhale, reach your elbows up to the sky. Feel the back of your palms touch. Exhale, reach your elbows to the side and down. Create that snow angel. 2 more. Inhale, reaching to the side and up. Breathe the whole way up. And breathe out the whole way down. And just 1 more. Feel free to close your eyes. See how your body feels this morning as you move here. Reach your elbows to the side. Inhale, reach your elbows behind you. Puff your chest out. Exhale, round your upper spine. Touch your elbows towards one another. Inhale to open up. Exhale to close it off. Just 1 more. Inhale to open. This is called 6 direction breathing. And exhale to close. Inhale, let's open up. And as you exhale, relax your hands to your knees. Send your right leg long, not completely to the side, just in this kind of a half V. Let your left foot touch the right inner thigh. And then flex your right foot, reach your arms straight up. Breathe in. Exhale, place your right hand to your side, beside your right hip, and lean away. Try to relax through your hips, especially the left one. Reach far through your left fingertips, even that little pinky finger. Now roll your left shoulder forwards so you face your right leg. Inhale, roll your left shoulder back. Peel your heart open. Look at the ceiling. Rolling forwards. Inhale to open. And 1 more. Feel firm through this right hand, supporting yourself. Inhale to open. And on exhale, left hand comes to your left, right hand goes to your right, your left knee, and just take a mild twist towards the left. Sitting tall, letting your breath enter through your body. It's like it's filling you up with fuel. Now bring this left hand towards the left. You're gonna step on your left shin, or rather come onto your left shin and step on your right foot. Let your hips shine forwards, reach your right arm up, overhead. Maybe shine your heart to the sky, just a little baby wild thing. Exhale, slowly lower down. Switch the legs, left leg goes wide, right foot comes in. Flex your left foot, reach your arms straight up. On exhale, left hand goes to the side, stretch to the left. See if you can reach your right fingertips further away from this right hip. Breathe into any space that feels tight. And now let's begin to roll that right shoulder, that right scapula, forwards and then back behind us, like we're resting on a floating balloon behind us. Coming forwards again, exhale. Inhale, open. Can you close your eyes for this last one? Inhale, reaching up. Sitting tall, let's twist to the right. Grab a hold of your opposite knee. Open up through your collarbones. Wonderful. And then place this right hand somewhere towards the right behind you. Come to your right shin. Step your left foot down as you shine your hips, your heart straight up. Enjoy a bit of opening. And then as you exhale, slowly lower down. Bring your feet in between you and see if you can bring soles of your feet to touch. If your knees are up like this, that's completely fine. You might want to sit on a pillow or just stay here. We're here just for another moment. Hold on to your ankles or your shins. Inhale, puff your chest forwards. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. And exhale, lean back. Round your spine, tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin in. Inhale, pull yourself front. And exhale, release back. One more, waving forwards. Exhale, rounding back behind us. Inhale, sit tall. Bring your right foot behind you. So you're gonna turn your foot behind you so the inside of your right knee comes down. You have this little compass posture. And then reach your left fingers down to the floor and see if you can bend your right elbow behind you and grab a hold of something on the left arm. If not, just keep reaching your fingers down. And you're going to tilt your head to the right. So your right ear comes towards your right shoulder. As you reach your left shoulder away, so you're pushing this left arm towards the floor. We're getting a bit of this neck stretch as you press down firmly into this right hip. Can you just take an easing breath here into any tensions you may find. Slowly lift up, let's switch. So maybe just step your feet flat down. Bring your right foot in, step your left foot back, so you're on the inside of that left knee. Left arm wraps behind you, grabs a hold of your right arm. Push your right hand into the floor, and now tip your ear towards the right. And as you're here, you may notice that left hip's kind of tensing because we have this internal rotation. Just try and breathe the breath into that space. Wonderful. And then slowly lift up, release your hands, bring your hands behind you, step your feet in front of you, wider than hips distance, and just windshield wipe your knees to the left, to the right. Try bring them the whole way in both directions. A couple times. See where your hips take you. Wonderful. Come through center. Send your feet behind you and come into hands and knees, finding a tabletop. So spread your fingers out wide, knees or shoulders distance, tuck your toes under, and draw some circles of your shoulders over your wrists. Just pouring some weight into these hands. So you can feel the weight distribute from one side of your palm to the other. Reverse your circle. Try and grip into the floor with your fingertips, even your knuckles. Wonderful. Come through center. Feel free to take a little cat-cow, just a bit of movement for the spine. And then through a neutral position, step your feet back. Let's find a plank. Your hands are below your shoulders. You're sturdy like a plank through your whole body. Take a breath, create some space between your shoulder blades. but also between your collarbones. Wonderful. Can you lift your right foot off the floor? Step it down. Float your left foot off the floor. Step it down. Soften your knees. Push through your hands. Send your hips to the sky for your first downward facing dog. Soft knees is completely fine. Always. Inhale here. Press down through your left hand and try and reach your right arm by your right hip. So you have this little balance on one hand. Push through your left hand. Take a beautiful big breath in. And as you exhale, slowly release. Right hand comes down and switch. Push into your right hand. Lift your left arm by your left hip. Relax your head. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let your left hand find the floor. Wiggle your feet slightly further back. And now send your hips and your head towards the right. We're going to draw a circle and come to a plank. Come towards the left and find downward facing dog. Let me face you so hopefully you can see. Draw a circle to the right and then come to center to plank. And then draw a circle to left. Send your hips to the sky to downward facing dog. Continue this circle a couple times. So you're basically going from downward facing dog into a plank by drawing circles, pushing through your hands. Now try the other way. Come into the left, through center, send your hips to the right and to the sky. Keep going in this clockwise direction. Keep breathing a few big breaths to anchor you through. And then find yourself in your downward facing dog. Slowly lower your knees down. Keep your toes tucked under. And walk your hands all the way back towards your knees. Find your hands on your thighs. And sit tall. Roll your shoulders back behind you. Try and tuck your little toe underneath. It's gonna want to come off. In this broken toe position, can you sit tall? Reach your arms all the way front and up. Cross your fingers. Turn your palms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, push a wall in front of you. Round your spine. Inhale, lift up. Just two more. Stay with me. Exhale, push away. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push away. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release your hands to the side. Find the floor. Lean into your hands. Untuck your toes. Give them a little tap, tap, tap. That's a little feeling. And then sitting back on your heels. Bring your knees together. Squeeze your thighs together. Place your hands on the floor. Slightly in front of your knees, but you can adjust this as we do this exercise. You might find it's better to bring your hands further back, or maybe you want them further forwards. Inhale here. As you exhale, spread your shoulder blades apart. Try and push through your hands and see if you can lift your knees to your chest and slowly lower down. Inhale. Let's try 4 more. Exhale, lifting. It's okay if you don't get your knees up. Inhale, lower. 3 more. Exhale, lifting. Squeeze knees to chest. Push the ground away. Inhale, lower. 2 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Last one. Try and stay up. You're on the tops of your feet. Relax your head. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower down. Sit tall, reach your arms all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, cactus. Enjoy. Inhale here. And exhale, hands to the floor. Cat. Inhale, reach your arms straight up. You're standing on your knees. Exhale, once again, find your cat. And inhale, drop your belly. Feel like you're stretching your belly skin underneath you. Look forwards. Tip your sit bones to the sky. And from here, you're gonna slowly step your feet further back and lower your belly to the floor. Make sure your legs are long behind you. There's nothing stuck underneath you. Bring your hands wide, reach your elbows up. Heavy hips. Let's lift our chest and our head. Breathe out and dip down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Squeeze through your seat. See if you can point your tailbone slightly back behind you. And just one more like this. Wonderful. From here, reach your arms behind you. Fingers are reaching straight back. Lift your head, lift your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades toward one another. Now lift your arms even higher and turn your palms outwards. Breathe in. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Feel the back of your heart lifting higher. Exhale, release. One more, let's stay. And now keep breathing. Lift one leg up, lift the other. Let your knees, your thighs elevate. Feel your feet lifting up and back. Lift your chest higher, reach your palms further open. Take another inhalation. Exhale, relax all the way down. Rest on one cheek. Take a moment. Breathe into your belly. Feel the floor push against that inflated belly. And let's try that one more time. Face the floor, lift through your chest, squeeze shoulder blades, reach your arms up, lift your legs, your knees, your thighs. Can you stay floating on that belly, on even your pubic bone a little bit? Just for one more breath, open up. And as you exhale, slowly release. Down, rest on your other cheek. Feel free to give your hips a little wiggle, a wobble, left and right. Bring your hands below your shoulders. Send your hips all the way back. Child's pose. Reach your arms towards your feet. Let your elbows flare out. Rest your forehead on the floor. Feel your forehead skin kind of crease towards your nose as you have that bit of pressure on the earth. Take 2 big breaths here, especially into your lower back, your back ribs. And let's slowly begin to set up for our flow. Roll up into a kneeling position. Reach your arms to the side and up. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands on the floor in front of you. Tuck your toes, lift your hips for downward facing dog. Take a moment to have a feel into your legs. You can pedal your legs out. Find length through your back body. Push the earth away. Let your shoulders work here. You are pushing the ground away. Find some stillness. Inhale, reach your right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee to your chest. Step your right foot to your right thumb. Now, if it doesn't go so high, because it requires deep hip flexion, and if it lands here, you can grab a hold of your ankle or your calf and pull it up. Help yourself out. Press down for your right foot. Let's roll our spine all the way up and reach your arms to the side and up. Inhale. Exhale, bend deeply through your right knee. In fact, let your right knee come even forwards off of your right ankle. Press down for your left big toe. And now pull your right heel into the floor and back. So you're pushing it down, you're pulling it back for a bit more stability here. Breathe in, breathe out, bring your hands down. Sweep your right leg straight up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, shift your shoulders over your wrists. Step your right foot down. Lower your knees down. We're going to practice this next a combination of movements. It's going to be our vinyasa for this class. So from here, lower your chest halfway down, like a push-up, actually, and push back up. You could do this with your knees up, lowering down, pushing up. Now everybody drop your knees and drop your elbows. Peel your chest through your arms, coming forwards like a snake, and find your cobra. So you're actually a snake. Inhale here. And as you exhale, tuck your toes. Use your core to lift your hips to the sky and find downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your left leg up. Exhale, bend your left knee to your chest. Step it forwards. Inhale, roll your spine up. Reach your arms to the side and up. Exhale, bend deeply through your left knee. Press down through your right big toe. Now press down through your left heel. Pull back. Breathing in. Breathe out, find the floor. Sweep your left leg to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, shift your shoulders above your wrists. Step your left foot down. Lower your knees. Find your chaturanga push-up. Coming halfway down, pushing up. Lower your elbows down. Look forwards. Come through like a snake. Inhale into your snake, your cobra. Exhale, use your core, tuck your toes under if you need. Send your hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Lift your heels, bend your knees, look forwards. Take steps up towards the top of the mat. Step your feet hips distance. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. And exhale, fold. Just one more. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Let yourself hang. Let your spine decompress. Relax your skull. Soften knees. The hamstrings will be tight if you're doing this in the morning. So we are going to warm them up. From here, slowly roll all the way up into a standing position, your mountain pose. Roll your shoulder blades back behind you and step your feet together. Squeeze your inner thighs. Firm your outer hips. And then from here, reach your left hand towards your right ribs, so across your body. Reach your right arm forwards. We're going to draw a big circle with this right arm. Keep your ribs stable and keep your hips facing forwards. Draw a big circle. One more forwards. Just using this right shoulder. And now one back behind us. Coming forwards. Wonderful. Release your right ribs. And now you can twist. So reach forwards. And then you can twist to the right. Look behind you. Let your hips twist a little bit. One more. Sweep the right arm. And then reverse that circle. Go back and forwards. Now involve your whole body. You can bend your knees. You can move the whole body. Drop the biggest circle you can with your right arm. Go for it. Reach, reach, reach. Almost like a capoeira dance. Reach behind you. Beautiful. One more in that direction. And then reverse. Tap the floor. Reach far forwards. And slowly rise up. Bring your right hand to your left ribs. Do the other side. Let's isolate the movement in the left shoulder. 2 times. And then reverse it. Keep looking forwards. Release your left ribs. Now you can twist a bit with your chest. Allow a bit more freedom. Reverse your circle. Use our shoulders a lot through our chaturangas. Now involve your whole body. Become a giant wave. Explore side to side. No need to stay stagnant in a square. Reverse your circle. And everybody find yourself standing tall. Reach your arms up, maybe look up. Send your hips forwards, shine your heart front. Inhale. And on exhale, sit back in a chair. So sink your hips far, far back. Reach your arms out in front of you. Breathe deeply here. Now see, can you lift to your heels? Lift to your toes. Wonderful. And maybe you can lower your hips a little bit more down. Lower your heels down. Stretch your legs, shine up. Breathing in. And exhale, swan dive down. Like a swan, so reach your arms open, your swan wings, and a diving into the ocean. Inhale, lift your spine halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back into a plank. Now let's try to keep our knees off. Take your chaturanga push-up. Push up into plank. Lower your knees. Lower your elbows. Pull through. Inhale to cobra. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot forward. So this is going to be the basis of all our sequence, that movement. From here, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bend deeply through the front knee. And let's lower this back knee down. If you have sensitive knees, roll your mat over so you have more cushioning under that back foot. Bring your right hand to your right hip or towards the floor and take a side bend to the right. If you're finding the floor, that's going to be really quite deep and open, so you make your choice. What feels good in your body at this time of day. Take another breath wherever you are. And now with this left arm, I want you to round it forwards. Remember that we did that movement of coming front and back? So now round forwards, bend your left elbow. See if you can hook the left elbow to the outside of your right knee. If you can, lengthen your spine, reach your right arm away. This may be good, just hanging out here, twisting from the rib cage, breathing, feeling that your right hip is reaching back away from the crown of your head. If you'd like to go further, bring palms together in a prayer and try to push that right knee away so that your palms come to the center of your heart. Instead of being here, we're lengthening the spine, deepening the twist. Take another breath. If you'd like to go further, lift this back knee off. Focus on that length of your spine. Wonderful. From here, you're going to slowly unwind. Bring your fingertips in front of this right leg. And try and lift this left leg up. Just one time and step it down. One more time, let's try it. Lift the left leg up and step it down. Come into the inside of your right foot and walk your hands all the way towards the back. Turn your left toes out and bend your left knee. So we're right here. We're holding the earth. We're good. Try and straighten that left leg a little bit. Lift your hips. Exhale, bend. Lower your hips. Open your chest. One more. Lifting hips. Exhale, bend. Try and lift your right toes. Engage your entire right leg. See if you can come low. Strong right leg. Travel all the way towards the top of the mat once again. So turn towards the right. Frame your right foot. Step back into a plank. And find your vinyasa. Come halfway down. Push away. Lower knees. Lower elbows. Pull through. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. This is your moment to take a bit of child's pose if you need it. Collect 3 breaths. Let those breaths come in, dance around your belly. And you soften your face a little bit more. And smile here. Everybody come back to downward facing dog. Step your feet slightly wider, maybe as wide as the mat. Reach your left arm towards your right leg. Maybe you don't find it and you're just reaching. Try look underneath your right armpit and just twist. If you can hold on your right leg, it makes it easier because then you can push with your right hand and pull with your left arm. Just one more breath. Slowly release and try the other side. Right hand goes towards your left leg. Look underneath your left armpit, your left tricep towards the wall space on that side of the room. And slowly release. Find your normal downward facing dog. Sweep your left leg up, inhale. Exhale, step forwards. Inhale, rise your lunge. Exhale, bend your left knee. Lower your right knee down. Cushion it if you need. From here, bring your left hand towards your left or towards the floor. Take a side stretch. Take your time, adjust. If this is not good for you, maybe your feet have to be wider. Maybe you just need to sit, or rather stretch taller. Maybe this doesn't work. Make the practice yours. Now let's roll this right shoulder forwards. Bend your right elbow and attempt to hook it to the outside of your left knee. If this is really tough for you, just find the floor with your right hand and you're still twisting. If you're here with me, open this left arm like you're reaching something in the ceiling. Focus on pushing the elbow into the knee and trying to open your chest towards the left. Your hips are stable. You're twisting from the rib cage. Bring palms together and bring your palms to the center of your chest. Inhale and feel you're pushing your skull into an imaginary hand I have floating above your head. So growing a bit longer through your spine. And then feel free to stay here for the next few breaths or take it with your right leg lifted. This is strong. This requires focus and concentration. So breathe with me. On your next exhalation, slowly unwind, frame your left foot, push off your back leg, just to float for a moment on your left leg. Bend your left knee, step back. One more time, a bit of a taster. Step back, walk your hands all the way towards the right, towards this right foot. Straighten your left leg, bend your right knee, and then push the ground away. Bend to the right and push. Staying for this last one, bending. If your legs need to be wider, go for it. Lift your left toes, open through your chest. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, come to the front. Sweep your left leg to the sky, inhale. Exhale, shift your shoulders above your wrists. Step your left foot down. Take your chaturanga. Remember, you can drop to your knees. Now everybody drop to your knees, your elbows. Peel through a cobra. Everybody send your hips back for child's pose. Hips go back. Relax your belly on your thighs. Relax your forehead down. Take a couple breaths. In and out through your nostrils. Now take an inhalation through your nostrils. Open your mouth. Imagine you're breathing fire out. Sigh it out. 2 more. Inhale in through the nostrils. Open your mouth and breathe that breath of fire out. Through your mouth. And one final one, enjoy it. You can even stick your tongue out. Nobody's looking at you, you're facing the floor. In through the nostrils. Open your mouth, stick your tongue out, breathe that breath of fire out. And slowly from here, roll your spine up into a kneeling position. Push your hips forward so that you're on your knees. Reach your arms straight up. Inhale. Exhale, cactus. Squeeze your feet, your seat. Send your hips forwards. Inhale here. Exhale, hands down. Find your cat. Inhale, cow. Drop your belly, stretch your belly. Look forward. Exhale, tuck your toes. Send your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Lift your heels, bend your knees, look forwards. Maybe take a fun hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, dip your bum down into a tiny, tiny chair. Like you're a giant and you just discovered a regular human house and you want to take a seat. Reach your arms all the way out in front of you. Inhale. On exhale, sweep your right arm by your right hip towards the back. Look towards your right fingers. Inhale, sweep front. Exhale, left arm sweeps towards the side. Follow that left arm with your gaze. Inhale, sweep forwards. Exhale, bring your palms to your heart. Inhale, stand tall, reach your palms straight up. Stretch your hips front. And on exhale, sit back in your chair. Bring your palms towards your heart. Start to twist to the right. Can you hook your left elbow to the outside of your right knee? No worries if not. Just see, maybe you can. Maybe you can use your right hand. Push that thigh, help yourself out. And then you're twisting in your chair. Continue to peel this right shoulder open. One more breath. Inhale, straight forwards and up. Let your prayer palms be like a dagger. Exhale, sit into your chair. Press palms together, twist towards the left. Open elbows wide. Keep twisting. Keep reaching your spine long. Maybe hook. Maybe help yourself. Open elbows, take another breath in. Squeeze knees together. Wonderful. And on inhale, come forwards and up. Breathe a breath of fresh air. Exhale, swan dive, front and down. How do your legs feel, your hamstrings? Maybe a bit more warm, a bit more open. Inhale, lengthen your spine halfway up. Exhale, hold on to yourself. Give yourself a hug. Inhale, lift halfway up. Plant your palms. Step back to plank. Flow through your vinyasa. Maybe you know it by now. Drop knees, elbows, peel through. Try this out. Instead of tucking your toes under, keep your toes untucked. Push your hips to the sky and then roll over your toes into downward facing dog. Takes a bit of practice, so don't worry. Inhale, sweep your right leg to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot forwards. Coming straight front like we did before, kick your left leg up. Yes, I'm gonna move back on my mat. Left leg goes up. Hold your right hip. Wrap your right hip around and in. So push the right hip crease towards the back. Find the floor again with your fingertips. Flex your left foot. Imagine you're kicking a wall behind you from pushing in. Lengthen your spine, your lower back, the back of your neck. Now cross your hands over your right thigh. Bend your right knee. It's okay if you lose your balance. That means you're trying. Holding onto this strong right thigh, breathe in. Exhale, push your arms to straight and straighten your right leg. Inhale, bend, elbows and knee. Exhale, push. You should feel the right thigh strong beneath you. Keep bending and push, lengthen. Can you do one more? Bend and push. Bend the right knee again, find the floor. Ooh, there it is. Step your left foot down, lower your left knee down, and then send your hips back and forwards, back and forwards. One more time. Lift your left knee up. Can you do that same movement? Rocking front and back. Relax your head. See if there's any more space behind this right leg for a bit more of a stretch. And just one more. Take any last drop of your strength to come up. And then turn to the left. Turn your right toes in towards the left. Straighten your legs like you're on a railway track. And then lean towards your left leg. So this back leg. Reach your right arm up and over. Just feel a moment for this right hip to release. And now let this right shoulder come forwards like we did those many times for the twists. And see if your right hand can grab a hold of the outside of your left calf. And if so, fold towards that leg. So pull your chest towards that left knee. You can soften your knees if you need to. Take 2 breaths here. Feel free to explore different variations or to keep in a bit of movement. Wonderful. Slowly walk your hands to the center and towards the front of the mat again. So towards your right leg. Frame your right foot, step back. Clear it out through your vinyasa or take it straight back to child's pose or down dog if you need a break. All right? Drop knees, drop elbows, peel your heart through. Try to keep your toes untucked for this next one. Hips go up. Try and roll over your toes. There they go. Hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Everybody find your downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your left leg up. Smile, exhale, step forwards. Straight away, push off the back leg and start to balance on this left foot. Wrap your left hip around and in towards the midline. Start to engage through this floating leg. Push a wall. Cross your fingers above this left thigh, high up. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten arms, straighten legs. Bend and straighten. A couple more. If you feel you cannot go to straight, then stay at your limit. It's all good. Final one. Beautiful. Bend your left knee. Hands come down. Step your right foot back. Lower your right knee. Begin to rock front and back. Here you need a bit of space. So try to separate your legs from one another so you have more space. Wonderful. Relax your head. Stick your tongue out. Stretch your face. Now lift your right knee up. Try with your right knee off, the same rocking movement. Let your head, your hair grow heavy. And with that last drop of strength, lift up. Come towards the right. Come and step on that railway track and lean towards your right leg. Left arm goes up, maybe overhead. Now this left shoulder, it's super flow. It wants to go front, it wants to go back. Take it forwards towards this right leg. Look at your right toes And see if you can find a hold of your right calf with both hands. And then hug it. Bend your left elbow. Remember, soft knees is fine. Send your hips to the sky. Relax your head. Listen to your breath for the next 2, 3 breaths. And take a moment to feel the legs pressing down through the feet still. And slowly release the right leg. Bring your hands to the floor. Walk them straight out in front of you. And then walk them all the way towards the front of the mat. Pivot your feet so that you face the front. Step back. This may be our final vinyasa. So let's all do it. Come in fine plank. Firm up through your quads, your glutes, your core, everything's strong. Come halfway down. Push the ground away. Lower knees, lower elbows. Pull your heart through. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, use your core. Send your hips to the sky. Roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Spread your fingers, spread your toes like you've got monkey feet. And they need to be really strong to grab a hold of a branch. So you have to strengthen those toes. Inhale, sweep your right leg up. Exhale, bring your right knee towards your right wrist. Yes. Bring your right foot across you. So come slightly towards below your left hip. If that makes any sense. Hopefully you can see this. Right knee is behind right wrist. Right foot is crossing at a diagonal. Lower your left knee down. Now, if your right knee or any of your knees feels strange, then I suggest you do this on your back. If it doesn't, then stay with me. Take a moment here to just ease into the hips, into the earth, and I will quickly demonstrate how you do this on the floor. Your right foot will cross on top of your left knee, and you would gently pull that left leg towards you. It's the same thing of this right hip being close to your belly. Now, if you're here with me, bring your fingertips down. Inhale, take a breath, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend your elbows. Help yourself to lower all the way down, or as far as you go. Inhale for 1. Exhale. Inhale for 2. And exhale. Inhale for 3. Exhale. Final one, I want you to push down through the center of your right shin. Inhale to lift. Now try with no arms, or maybe just one. Make fists behind you, breathe it. Push down through your right shin. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Bit of mobility. Just 2 more. Push down through the right shin. Final one. Coming up. Find the earth. And melt. Take your time. You should find there's more space. Maybe you can lower to your elbows. Close your eyes. Any hip stretch requires lots of patience. You may only get a centimeter lower after your 10th breath. So have some patience with yourself. And a really good tip, my favorite instruction I was given, is to think about this right hip. So actually bring your mind to the right hip and how it's tensing up. And as you exhale, give it permission to release. A conscious, active thought. Enjoy 4 more breaths here. After your next exhalation, place your hands on the floor. I'm going to ask you to use your core strength and your arm strength to lift you out of it. So tuck your left toes under, push the earth away to peel this right knee up and slowly step it back. Take a moment, bend your left knee and try to bring your right heel to the floor just to stretch that that right leg. Now find your downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up and exhale, bring your left knee behind your left wrist as your right foot crosses towards right below your right hip. Take a moment to stretch your right leg long, come to your fingertips, find a bit of length and height. If you're on your back, just switch the crossing of your legs. And now let's begin those 5 dips. So press through your shin, lower down. Press through your shin to lift and lower. Inhale, rising. Exhale, dipping. Maybe your forehead taps the floor. Final one like this. Lowering down. Inhale, lift. Active through that left hip. Reach your fists back. Just for 3, can you lower and lift? And lower and lift. One more. Lowering down. And here we come up. Find the earth and take your time. Walk it out. Melt over this left shin. Feel free to rock, to twist in a certain direction that feels yummy in your body. Once again, giving permission to that hip to release. You're warm. God knows how many lunges you've done. Let that hip just relax. 4 breaths here. After your next exhalation, push the earth away with your hands. Tuck your right toes under. Once again, use your core strength to lift your hips up and drag your left foot back. Bring your left heel towards the floor as you bend your right knee. And then from here, walk all the way to the top of the mat. Bend your knees so deeply that your bum comes towards the floor. Help yourself out. Can you round your spine, give yourself a hug, float on your sit bones? And if you trust yourself and the curvature of your spine here for a fluid roll back, feel free to roll to your back or help yourself out. Step your feet flat down, hips distance, and just to let our hips have a bit more opening, send your hips slowly to the sky, tuck your tailbone, pubic bone towards your face. Squeeze at the top. Keep sending them higher and higher. Press down through your feet, the balls of your feet, maybe your big toe, your little toes. And as you exhale, slowly roll down. Open your arms wide. Let your knees windshield wide to the right, to the left. Once more on each side. And then stretch your body long. So I'm not gonna chat your ears off anymore. I'll leave the guided meditation to tomorrow. So here, just enjoy more of a silent Shavasana. Can you completely relax your body, reach your arms by your side, let your fingers curl in. Make sure your shoulder blades are underneath you so that your chest, your heart can rest open. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, close your eyes. soften through your face. Soften through all your muscles. Let your body grow heavy. Relax through your jaw. And try to release any muscle, any tension that's still gripping on. Wherever that might be in your body, maybe in your shoulders or in your hips, or maybe even in your knees, you feel them contracting. Wherever it is you feel there's a bit more grip, try to let go. As you sit here, let your breath be a soft, effortless movement, resting in your awareness. Slowly begin to grow aware of your surroundings, any sounds, any smells. And as you come back into your body, take a big breath in, an awakening breath. Bring movement to fingers and toes. And slowly come and find a stretch. Hug your knees to your chest. And through your side body, just roll through the side and come up into a seat. Bringing palms together at your heart. And bringing your palms just below your chin, bowing in towards yourself. Take this moment to acknowledge the work that you've done, the effort you've given, the energy that you've cultivated in your space, in your body, and to give thanks to that for yourself. And then maybe planting a seed to bring that energy with you throughout the day. I thank you all for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that.